Coach, we're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's... Taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. What? Go. Check 59.
Murray now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 60-yard. 59. Watch twist. 59 Mike. Check. 59. All day, every day.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
50, plant. Pilot, 64, weak. Out. He's crashing. Yeah.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Hey, shoot. Look at me, zipper. Motion to the backfield. Hey, Mike, yeah.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Five. 58, come on. Yep. Hey, Haywood.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Greystone travel. Hey, Foxtrot. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And taken right at the 35. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Corey Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Ready? 10 logo. And it's count 61. Matchbox lights. Hard. Check 37. Check 37.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
54. I'm scared.
First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Right there.
Murray going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
45, 46.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Deion Jones. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Leo.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ready?
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
Go
9.
out. Recon, 132 fighter. Gone. Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 46-yard line.
Let's go.
6 yards was the
8-3.
pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, wahoo! Blue draw Corkers.
Now Minshew. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
43 at the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Watch the curl. Ready?
Out of the gun is Minshew. incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact.
And look at this, it's a fake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing now is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Check 13. Check 13.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, lock it. Five.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Dancing to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Escaping under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tack McKinley. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Here's Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A gain there of 21 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Now a throw down the middle to a wide-open receiver. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
70, Indy. General West. Hey! Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Rodney Gunter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
30 base. Hey, I 7. Mike 51, Mike 51. You're trapped, you're trapped. On snap.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Murray now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Every time, it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taking it about the 16. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, 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 check. Check 24, check 24.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10.
Come on. 51
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Hey, Echo.
Check, 43.
61, matchbox lights.
What's the
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Bravo. Recon, 132.
Minshew throwing on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Drake, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it second and 14.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Watch out, watch out. Squeeze. Check. Check hot route. Hot low.
On second down, here's Murray, rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Check. Lucky.
Murray with a third and long. This one caught by Isabella. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it first and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On first down, Grant. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam off. Shoot.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really good.
And the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Minshew sets to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rodney Gunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Leo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
General West.
First down, second.
I smell fear in that offense. Come on, fellas.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And
Tell the risk I was never